Hey there. We are going to get ourselves a Divine Feminine reading. So if you're interested, stick around. If not, see you next time. Just use your discernment to know if this Tarot and Oracle reading is actually for you. So say yes to allow me in your energy. And as we share divine guidance with you, please open your mind and heart to receive this with love. We ask you to stand in faith, trust, and knowingness that you are divinely guided and protected and loved. And these messages are for your highest and greatest good. Thank you. All right. So we got 3 decks here. And we're going to start with some Divine Master energy. Okay. There's definitely, Green Tara, Healing Light. We have Mary Magdalene and we have Hathor. Mary Magdalene. We have Green Tara. All right. So this is really talking about like healing light energy, sacred vessel, as well as like light activation. Okay, so this is kind of like a process that's going on for you, and you're kind of like working through this energy. So I feel like there's a lot of like things that you're going to change in order to kind of like further your wellness journey. Okay, I feel like there's some healing there, and know that it's a process, and don't get frustrated if you have made changes to like how you eat or like exercise, or maybe you're contemplating these things, or maybe you're actively doing them. But confirmation that like this is like making sure that like all areas of your energy are being worked on. But I would say certainly wellness is a major focus. Okay, so understanding that you are like a very sacred vessel. Okay, and you shine bright, baby, you shine bright. So knowing that like you're the answer, like you don't need to seek outside of yourself, and that you will continue to receive what you need in order to be guided on your purpose. I feel like Mary Magdalene could very much be a strong energy for you to work with, okay, as it relates to your purpose and your skills, right? Like if you're needing some sort of help to connect, whether that would be, telepathy, talking with your guides, talking with your ancestors, talking with your star family and your soul family and all of that. Like if you're finding like you need some help with that, I feel like that's for you. I feel like there is a process of light activation and acceleration happening. It is about like brilliance and how bright and connected you truly are. Okay, so I feel like they're continually working with you to integrate the light energy, the light codes, the light upgrades. I'm also getting that you're being called to stand in your light. Okay, is there anything else with this deck? No. Okay, moving on. All right, let's get a couple cards regarding like the wellness and knowing that it's a healing journey and working with Green Tara. Can we like get more info? Okay, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, start small, like take the first step, right? And the rest will follow. I feel like you'll intuitively be guided to kind of like what's in alignment for you, what isn't, like what should you try now versus, it's not really a priority. And then I have the 2 of Wands and the Magician. Okay, so again, like understanding that like it's a journey, right? Like this is like you got to start small at the Page energy. Like something's early on and it's youthful and it has a bunch of potential. Okay, so it's like a new opportunity. I feel like you're going to leave the past behind and you're choosing to embark on this quest. I feel like you will have the skills and tools needed in order to be like abundant and loving yourself and loving what you do. And I feel like you're going to feel very passionate about it. I feel like it's going to be something that really helps you stand in your potential, your capabilities. I feel like it's going to help you strengthen your spiritual gifts as well. I feel like there's a lot of tools and skills that you will be developing on this path and journey. Okay, it's almost like what you did gain, you're going to put them to practice now. Okay, so this is like living in that purpose as the Magician. Okay, so it's like you gained knowledge, you gained wisdom, you gained something. Okay, and as a result of what you gained, there's a new direction. Okay, 2 of Wands, new direction. Okay, and you have what you need in order to accomplish what you came here to accomplish. Okay, all right, thank you for that. Yeah, and then we have the Lovers. You're leaving the past relationships or karmic relationships behind. The Lovers literally fell sideways in the mid position, okay? On top of leaving the past behind, okay? The past is no longer holding you back. You're not even looking in the past. You're focused on what it took to get you to where you're at. And if anything doesn't meet you where you're at, then it's a no. Okay? I feel like you're very clear on where you're going and what you want to do, and you have this higher calling and you're answering the call. Okay? So there's that. All right, let's see. What else do we have? Mary Magdalene? All right. Sacred Vessel. You are the answer. Be guided to your purpose. Let's see what this one says. The Devil. You are the answer. Be guided to your purpose. Thank you, Mary. Jeez. It's like very, right? Fool. I feel like this is like faith prevails, right? Like, yeah. Then we have a King of Swords. Yeah, this is like you're protected by angel energy. Okay, this is like Archangel Michael angel energy, right? And it's you versus them. Okay, you are a child of the divine, as the Fool here in this deck, and you are very heavily protected. Okay, so I feel like there's some sort of like if you think about it, like a King of Swords is someone like regal, or like, I'm trying to think of like, there are different timelines, obviously, but there's some connection here between this King of Swords and Mary Magdalene. I haven't quite put my finger on it. Let's see. What else, Spirit? Can you help me put this triangle together? I feel like, you know, you work with the divine, okay, to bring balance, okay, where things are, like your light is to, yeah, reflect a shadow, right? Like, yeah. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like this is like a form of like development. Like, I feel like there's a King of Swords, like working also with like the divine to help to further develop this energy here in the Nine of Pentacles. There's some sort of like potential energy. There's some sort of like initiating and, you know, learning. I feel like there's some sort of like mentorship happening. So if you feel like you're being mentored, then this might be for you. Yeah, and then we have the Hierophant. Yeah, for sure. All right, so this is like some sort of like someone working with these divine masters in a couple different ways, depending on what's being taught. I feel like this energy here, this Nine of Pentacles, works with Mary Magdalene. You know, this could be like Archangel Michael. You might be one of someone who works and is in service with the divine and Archangel Michael is what I'm getting. So you're like one of his warriors, right? Like, and you have like a high honor here, because this is like think of it like stripes in the military. I feel like that's you. Like, you're a very honored warrior of the divine. Like, you have high standing is what I'm getting. Spiritual authority. Right? Look at this. For sure. There's definitely like partnerships here. There's definitely working as a group. Okay. Many different individuals, energies here. Right? Again, like magician, that learning, that practicing, putting things into practice. Like, you had to go through what you had to go through in order to be in this position to create. And I feel like now it's time to kind of like work, you know, kind of accomplish what you set to accomplish here, which is pretty badass. Pretty badass. Let's get us one more card. Yeah, okay. I feel like anything that isn't on your destined path and journey, then it's got to go. So I feel like there's a lot of transformation that's happened, self-evaluation, spiritual awakening energy. I feel like this is like a destined, fated journey that's upon you. So buckle up, Buttercup. Yeah, I feel like you need to stand in your light. Like, this is about lessons and learning and experiencing through our relationships with others. And I feel like you have a higher calling here and you've answered the call. And so change is inevitable. Okay, so embrace the change. Okay, bring change too. Like, if you can bring change, do it. see what else we get. Wheel of Fortune. I actually watched that the other night. Okay. Yeah, we have the Chariot. So yeah, this is like persevering on that journey, like very determined energy. You're determined to close out and transmute whatever needs to be transmuted. Okay, I feel like you had to go through a very difficult closing of a cycle, and I feel like karma is at play here, and you have permission to proceed. Okay. All right. You're being guided to your purpose, okay? So that's what this is about. Let me show you the half over here. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh, over here, we have energy regarding a 9 of Wands. So this is letting us know that the past energy feels like a victim of circumstance, okay? They feel like they're the ones, they're the one who got the short end of the stick. Well, you know, we're all sick of the sticks. So, you know, and this is the wands. It's funny. And these wands are bloody, by the way. So, you know, like misery loves company. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all set. You have the Star card. All right. So someone needs some healing is really what I'm getting with that. And you're not it. Okay? So keep it moving. You do not need to help this person. This person needs to deal with their own things. Do not engage or get involved. Okay, hi, Empress. All right, you are moving on. Your energy is needed elsewhere, and this energy is no longer your assignment. Okay, so keep it moving. Okay, what's over here in the sideways position that just flew over there? We have the 5 of Pentacles in the mid position over the 9 of Wands. Yeah, someone has lost a job, lost a home, lost a relationship. They're in some sort of despair, okay? They may not have a place to, like, this energy's out in the cold, right? So, okay, there's that. And I feel like it has something to do with the Queen of Wands. Someone, I'm thinking this is like karmic energy. Yeah, I feel like someone was giving to other people, breadcrumbing, doing something behind this person's back, or this person was. I feel like there's third-party energy here. That what's going on there? Yeah, okay. So now, as a result of all of that falling apart, you know, I feel like, yeah, like you, where's this going? Over here? Okay, like I feel like you already know all this. Okay, this is not a surprise. Okay, Strength card, yeah, you've just mind your P's and Q's and you're not interested. You've dealt with the whole situation already. Like, you've already forgiven the situation for yourself. And you have compassion, but you're not stupid. So I feel like you've worked on all of this for yourself, okay? Queen of Wands, High Priestess, and the Strength card. Yeah, I feel like you were standing in your power, and you know your value, you know your worth, you know what you're capable of, okay? And you understand that, like, you're too valuable to deal with someone who, you know, can't even be aware of their own shit or accountable for their own shit. Like, you aren't even playing the same game, all right? So you got to keep it moving, okay? Eye on the prize, baby. Eye on the prize. All right, you are the prize. Most definitely the prize. Okay. Yeah, this energy, look, I don't know if you can see this, but this 6 of Wands, right? And the upright is usually like, woohoo, celebration, like being recognized, like victory, right? This is celebrating a victory. This came inside us, sideways actually, this way. All right, so this is saying that there is no victory over here, okay? None. No victory for you. Now when it comes to your situation, the Hermit. I feel like, you know, it's none of your business what's happening over here with this past energy, okay? I feel like I'm telling the high level perspective so that you can focus on your perspective and your reality and not worry about this. I feel like I'm getting pulled to do readings on like what's going on with the past energies, and I feel like it's been pretty consistent. And so I feel like it's from like a need to know basis. Like you really don't need to know, but it is good to understand like how things are playing out, because through this process, you're learning what the experience are of people who, you know, the law of cause and effect. Okay. So you are learning like the energy you put out and how you're receiving, and then you're witnessing how they put out and how they are receiving through basic information. Like, you know, you're not really digging deep, but you get it. You get the gist, and you do get the ability to see things from both perspectives too. So you're seeing it from their perspective and yours, and now they had it from their perspective, right, when they thought they were winning at all costs, mind you, and your life is destroyed. They thought that they were winning. They were gloating. They were celebrating. They were partying. You know, they used that energy to create from, but it was against your pain and suffering. So as a result of creating from that place, you will then experience that for yourself, right? So that's the duality of it. So I feel like all parties will receive and understand both perspectives by the end of this contract and cycle. And that is justice. That's how it plays out. That's how balance and harmony is restored in the collective. And that's also what this reading is about. Like there's growth, there's potential, there's alignment, there's divine missions, there's, you know, planting new seeds of creation. You know, this is like, again, using that light energy, okay? Standing in your light, like working with divine energy to kind of like continue on that divine path and journey, okay? So right now, I feel like a lot of you just need to hear the fact that like things are playing out the way that they're meant to play out. And you've already experienced what you needed to learn. And now this energy is as well. So it doesn't make sense for you to be in their energy so that you learn your lessons all over again, because that is what will happen. So use your discernment when past energies, friends, family, coworkers, past loves, their karmics, like whatever that energy is. If you're picking up on it, just understand it from an objective point of view. All right. And release and return to sender anything that is not yours. So do the energy check-in to see if it's yours or not. If you're feeling a whole lot, and I always say like usually when you feel it, it's yours. If it's more like a thought or a memory that just kind of like gets you distracted, then it's probably not yours. But again, like use your discernment. All right. Any final bits of tidbits for them? The Emperor, stability, efficiency, taking charge of a situation, making ambitious plans. So this is talking about like really number 4 is relevant. So you might be seeing 444. This is balance being restored. This is Aries energy. I feel like this is you taking that leadership role. Okay. Stepping into that leadership role. All right. 6 of Cups. Yeah. You could be a single parent. I'm saying like you might go out and do some things that kind of like do some things that kind of like interest your inner child, right? Play, have fun, go out and see some friends, maybe rekindle some relationships, and just focusing on your children. Like you're the boss, right? Don't let anyone like undermine what you're doing. You know them best. You know what's best for them. So always listen to your intuition when it comes to your children and your family, okay? And just, you know, if someone has something to say about how you're doing it or what you're doing, just listen. And then if it doesn't resonate, release, okay? Just release it. You know, it doesn't need to become yours. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like when you give, you also receive, all right? I feel like you're very generous. You're very like charitable with your energy, kind. Being resistant to change, though, extremes in how you save or spend your money. So I feel like right now is a good time to kind of like assess those things. Like maybe like come up with some goals for yourself as to how to grow from a growth mindset when it comes to your physical reality, including your abundance, changing your life. So this is really like a sudden revelation that offers some sort of freedom. I feel like freedom is a really big thing for you, autonomy, sovereignty. So I feel like, you know, this is also like you taking the steps, like prioritizing things so it doesn't feel overwhelming. And then through that list, kind of like start knocking stuff off the list, like releasing any procrastination. If you need to call on an archangel for help with like procrastination energy, Shamuel is the one you want to ask. So embrace the opportunities that change brings. So there are things that you need to get working on in order for this to be in alignment. There's some sort of major change coming. So they kind of want to, oh, I just got ringing in my ears. They want to prepare you for it. So there's some things they want you to start working on. Okay, success that comes from objective compromise. Okay, so this is like temperance, balance, right? Sometimes, you know, compromise is, you know, letting go of a desired outcome, right? Having self-control and patience and just kind of being in a flow state, okay? And then we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's some sort of like elevation that they're preparing you for. You could be someone who has a business or is trying to develop a business. I feel like this is confirmation that like follow our guidance, follow our breadcrumbs, and we will help you, you know, be in a position where you do have professional and financial success, and how to use the resources sent to you wisely, and what resources do you need to accomplish what you want to accomplish. I feel like that's part of like this Four of Pentacles is kind of like preparing and realignment, redirection, like prioritizing, you know, like four is like, where is the four corners? So this would be, you know, the elements, all four elements. Okay, so I feel like there's a bit of foundational security type stuff that you're going to be working on. Okay, what else? So yeah, I feel like this is like career. This is, you know, and then we have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, so this is all leading to like this most amazing experience here that you're working towards creating. I feel like you've got a plan, you're working on a plan, you're taking one step at a time, like you're motivated, you're devoted, you're committed. They just don't want you to spend energy on things that are not for the goals that you're trying to set for yourself. So again, like you have an amazing team that you're working with. I don't feel like this is the only part of the team. I think your team's very vast. And I feel like you have a lot of support even from this perspective, okay? We have Hierophant energy. We have, you know, a King of Swords here. So this is like Archangel energy. So I feel like, you know, there's some sort of like spiritual leadership happening here, especially with like the Emperor first coming out. I feel like this is you stepping into like a, you know, a position, okay? I feel like you're being prepared. All right, so listen to the advice that they're sharing. I feel like it's very directional. It's very high vibrational. I feel like the advice is very like specific. And I feel like the past energies, like everybody's learning their lessons right now. I mean, there's a lot going on. I feel like, you know, not to believe all the hype, right? And try to just focus on like your little corner of the universe. Don't get overwhelmed by all the stories and things that you hear and see that are outside of your reality. Try to only focus on your own reality and the reality that you're trying to create, okay? Don't get distracted by all the other stuff, all right? Sometimes grounding is really good for you to kind of like anchor yourself in. Take a deep breath. Just be with yourself. Taking slow breaths. Just be. You are loved, you are supported, and you are enough. Namaste.